We are the owners of Franklin Fixtures, which is a company, a manufacturing company. We moved from Cape Cod to Cookeville after 45 years. Its first 45 years, hoping that its next 45 years is even better. Serving the national market of booksellers, libraries, museums, and colleges primarily, but also hospitalities. Anywhere people get together, we want to create great people spaces.
Well, everyone was looking to bring companies to try and attract business to the area. So the idea was, instead of trying to attract them here, let's go buy one and move it in. And we researched a lot of companies, and Jeff became one of our collaborators, more or less. So that's how we really found the Biz Foundry. He was on the board of the Highlands Development, and that's where we met and the relationship started.
So we had to find banking partners and other creative strategies, and Jeff and the others in the Biz Foundry were critical in helping us frame up how to do it. It took us a year to figure out how to buy Franklin Fixtures and then how to move it, and we became real partners in that process. It's exciting to be connected to such a great group of people, and it's just grown.
It was funny, as we were talking about doing this, she wouldn't tell me what her answers were. And we compared them afterwards, and they're remarkably similar.
They're exactly the same.
Number one, and I've always heard the expression, but I really never felt it, but cash is king. I mean, it's the one thing you can't go get. You have to have it. So, and there's a lot of things that without the cash, you can't do. I mean, the credit won't do it. They won't accept credit cards, whatever it may be. Like, for instance, payroll. We're paying 35 people weekly. You need cash.
But we didn't understand it until we got in it. And we actually made a list of 11 things. We had worked with a lot of different people, and we said, we will never do these things. These are 11 things that we will never ever do.
We had 11 commandments, thou shalt not.
Yeah, that we were not gonna do. And I think we broke all
12,
of them
12.
in the first month. So we had 60 years of combined experience, and at a time that most people would be saying retire or plan your retirement, we kind of threw it all in. One of the neat things about being connected to the Biz Foundry is you think of the Biz Foundry for folks who have a great idea in college or before college or something, at a different stage of their career. We were very experienced, and when we thought we knew what we were doing, and we met with we met with the board members, and they gave us this amazing advice, and we didn't follow it. And every single piece of advice that we did not follow, we paid dearly for.
We regretted it.
We regret that. So one piece of advice was get those good partners and listen to them.
Yes. Love
on your business boundary, love on the people, and listen to them and take that advice deeply. And if you're going to deviate from it, really think hard. We pulled in early partners, and they said, that's going to add cost and complexity. It did. They said, don't move it right away until you can understand it. We didn't have a choice. We did move it right away. There were a bunch of things. They said, preserve your cash, because cash is king. So a lot of that advice is around the money piece. And the other is that you are a bank. You are a bank. You've got to decide how you're going to do your banking. But not, you are a bank, because you will be extending credit. You have to decide how you're going to let your cash flow, but your suppliers are partners who bring in money too.
It's a collaborative, and getting back to the Biz Foundry, I have always been in manufacturing. I need to build something. I got to touch something. I got to see it. I got to, where Lisa has had a lot of years in consulting and in the mind and whatnot. So
we've been through a lot of really difficult things in our first 5 years, and we've come through them. Because we are pillars, and because we've figured out how to divide our duties in a way that fits our strengths, and we've been successful. And as we're successful, our families can't understand what we've been through. Our friends will never understand. Our employees, who we love dearly, they're amazing people. They can't understand what we've been through. But the Biz Foundry gets it. They get our victories. And so as we come through this, they get what we've overcome. And it's really nice to have somebody you can celebrate with who gets where you've been and where you are and where you're going. That's not a partnership that you do with money, but it makes a difference in your soul, in ours. So it's a really good thing that we've got a partner that gets where we've been, how far we've come and where we're going.